Hello, how are you? I am back again and today I want to do a quick video about Molton Brown's Rose Dunes perfume. Oh god, I'm obsessed already. I love this perfume. It's so exciting, it's so up my street. And I thought I have so many videos that I want to record, but I just had to push this one to the front of the queue because I absolutely love it. It's so special, it's so exciting, and it's the kind of perfume I love that I feel like there's not enough fragrances like this around, and I just love it. It's so good. So it's called Rose Dunes and it contains notes of rose, oud, saffron, and it also has a little bit of cassis and a little bit of a geranium as well. But to be honest, I think there's more in there, as you can imagine. I think there's a touch of there's like a whiskey to tobacco kind of note. There's maybe some vetiver in there. Oh, there's like some resinous accords. I would say there's incense as well as oud. There's just more than just the three saffron, rose, oud accords. There's just more. It's more complex. It's more exciting. It's more fantastic. It's more fabulous, you know? It's just beautiful. I love rose perfumes. They are like my thing. They are my favorite. My favorite perfumes are all rose based. I love Jo Malone's Red Roses. I love Miller Harris's Rose Silence. I love Anique Goutal's Rose and Oud, I think it's called. Can't even remember the name of it, but I love it. I love Acqua di Parma's Rose Nobel. I love rose perfumes. It's like my thing. I love them. I think they're beautiful. But this one, I would say this perfume is like the darker, more mysterious, the more exotic side of roses. If you think of like Penhaligon's Helfetti, another good one, it's more in that kind of dark, mysterious, exotic rose world rather than kind of like that fresh, airy, slightly lemony, pretty, warm, fresh rose like Jo Malone's Red Roses. Do you know what I mean? It's got that dark, exotic, smoky, woodsy loveliness, and I love that. It's such a wonderfully warm, comforting perfume. It just makes me feel so good. There's a lot of rose in there. It's a warm, heady, really strong, heady rose, almost like a tuberose, but it's much more of a dark red rose. Bulgarian, I would want to say. The saffron is quite a warm, comforting saffron. Saffron can be sometimes quite sharp, and sometimes I'm not a huge fan of saffron, but this is quite a warm, lovely saffron, almost with a hint of cardamom. I don't know, but it's a warm saffron. It's almost quite like honey-ish. It's nice. And then I would say there is something a little bit sweet in there, I think, to kind of like counterbalance the saffron. I don't know, maybe it's a honey or a vanilla accord, but if it is a vanilla, it is more of a Bourbon-y vanilla. But I'd say it's more of a honey. I think it's a honey. I like it. It's really good. And then there is, of course, a lot of oud. It's smoky, it's kind of resinous, it's dark and exotic, but it's not too sharp again. I think sometimes ouds can be quite sharp. They can be quite dark and heavy and masculine. This is much more of a warm, comforting oud. It's a bit more like oud, incense and amber. Do you know what I mean? It's just a bit warmer, a bit sweeter, a bit more, I don't want to say palatable because I do love an oud, but it is more of a wearable oud. Sometimes ouds can be a little bit like you have to be in the mood. They can be a little bit more challenging. This is a very wearable, kind of warm, comforting hug of a oud, you know? And the same goes with the saffron. The saffron can often be quite sharp and I don't know, quite tangy and hard. Whereas this is, again, quite a soft, warm, spicy saffron, like cardamom's been thrown in there. And then, yeah, the rose is just so beautiful. It's warm and heady and velvety and exotic, and it's like it's been flown from far and wide, and it's got this kind of almost sun-beaten feel. It feels like it's a beautiful red rose, but it almost smells like it's been left out into the sun, but in a good way. It's just really lifted and become very sun-drenched. Oh, I love it. It's got this kind of warm sand solar feel, but also kind of like like a warm hot night. Does that make sense? I love it, it's so good. The things that it reminds me of the most, I would say, is Penhaligon's Halfetti. I would say it reminds me a touch of Jo Malone's Velvet Rose and Oud, but I would say less sweet. And what else does it remind me of? I would say Floris, the Rose and Oud as well. So good, so good. Oh, I love it, it's so beautiful. If you love a rose perfume and you love something which is heavier and mysterious and more exotic and Middle Eastern, this is the one for you. It's so beautiful. Unlike a lot of the Molton Brown perfumes, there isn't an accompanying bath and body set. It's just literally this perfume, which is unusual for them, but I absolutely love it. It's special, it's exciting. It's what I need. If I was to compare it to any Molton Brown, I would say the Rose Absolute mixed with a hint of Russian leather and a hint of black pepper and a hint of tobacco. Yeah. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, I just love it. Anyway, that's my video. I feel like I've said it's so good about 20 times. Apologies. But I just really wanted to share this video because I just love the perfume. It's so, oh, it's so scrumptious and perfect for like darker, colder days where you just want to, you know, when you wear perfumes for you and you just want to feel like you're wearing a hug. It's like that, like an exotic, warm floral hug. It's beautiful and it makes me feel special. I think men could wear it. I think it has got this kind of unisex feel. I can imagine on a man there is a little bit more of a kind of smoky tobacco-y kind of notes come out. I actually love men in a rose perfume as well, so I definitely think it is quite a unisex perfume. It's not for everybody. If you like a sweet, sickly, fruity floral, this is not your kind of perfume. But if you like something a little bit more heavy, dark, mysterious, think about the Trade Routes collection of Penhaligon's. It's probably the nearest I can get. And that's where this perfume is, and it's beautiful. I love it. I love Molton Brown perfumes anyway, but this, I think this might be my favorite. It's so beautiful. Anyway, that's my video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.